Hey, Tony, how are you?
Hey, Luann.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good. Thanks for the text. I haven't texted you back yet.
No
That was
problem.
nice.
As long as you're okay.
I'm still responding.
So what's going on? How are you?
There's Lisa coming on. Hey, guys.
Larry.
What's up, guys?
Gonna give another minute to see who comes on. Everyone's surviving. I'm sure everyone saw the extension today.
Yeah. Well, I was expecting May 15th, so.
I was too.
That's what I heard. Yeah.
I expected longer. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes. I have a feeling they're probably going week by week now.
I do
As
too.
information's coming out.
I have no hope. No. I'm just kidding.
She's tired of me.
Well, that's what we're talking about tonight.
I still don't see him.
You what?
I still don't see him. He's upstairs. Door shut.
Conference calls, man.
He's working out. Luann, he's working out.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
See who, there's an iPad. I'm trying to see who's clicking in.
Chris,
That's Lori.
that shirt.
What?
Awesome.
I get a shirt for every meeting.
Oh, you're not kidding, Chris. You got something for every occasion.
Yeah.
No, I was seeing the C on Chris's shirt.
Oh, got it. Is that a guy like humping the sea?
Oh, well, you picked up on that quick. Wow. Nothing gets past you.
I see a hip thrust. I don't know. There it is. Got him.
Okay.
All right.
So you guys, today we were talking about mental mindset. So how's everyone's mental mindset? Thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Mental. That's no.
Luann, no.
It's teetering.
So we're teetering. Good days, bad days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the big thing is a lot of people think mental mindset is just pushing through something, refusing to quit. And when you think that's it and you stop there, you don't truly cultivate what a strong mental mindset actually is. And, you know, true strength of mind comes from combination of awareness, focus, and resiliency. So it's really what you're made of from within, not just pushing through one item or one thing in a lifetime. It's something that you have to cultivate and continuously grow over and over. It doesn't happen overnight. So I kind of split this up into two sections because there's 10 top things that you can do to help cultivate a mental mindset. And I wanted to go through the first 5 on this call and then the next 5 on next week's call. So today, just talking about a strong mindset. It allows you to stay focused on your intentions instead of negative thoughts, which is a huge thing that all of us battle from time to time, I'm sure. It helps you understand that struggle is not impermanent. That struggle is not impermanent and it will not derail the success that you are having. It will keep you from making self-destructive decisions. So during this time, we're stuck at home. We have lots of choices, and I'm sure all of us have fell into that little hole of making some decisions that probably aren't best for us in these moments. So that's what we're going to kind of go over. And I'm just going to kind of go through these, and then after each topic, I'll open it up. And if you guys have a question or want to say something about it or add to it, please feel free. So the first, how to build a strong mindset, is the power of intention. What are your intentions? When you use intention, it is creating a belief system around things you want to create or experience. So same with goals. When you're setting goals, what is your intent with your goals? Are you mapping them out? Are you making realistic goals, or are you setting yourself up for, failure? You want to set yourself up for success instead of failure. Make realistic goals that fit within your lifestyle and within the moment. And last time through our last 2 Zoom calls, that's one thing that I was thinking about with what everyone was saying is it is unpredictable. We're in an unpredictable time with work, with health, with fitness. with kids, school, everything. So we have to be realistic within ourselves on the goals that we're making through this time, that this might not be the same goals that we're making when life was normal, quote unquote normal, when we could leave our houses whenever we want, when we could go to the gym whenever we want, when we could go shopping, go, walk around wherever without masks, without gloves. So we just have to really be realistic with how we're feeling about this and recognizing it. Making them real, creating experience. Looking through my notes. So second one is making time to think. Give yourself time to think. You need to take time to reflect on what you're doing, the goals that you're making, and examine your progress and be open-minded to new ideas and opportunities. A lot of times, if we do not think about things and give ourselves that quiet time to really process, self-reflect, go through the progress we're making, and that's one of the things when we talk about non-scale victories, when we're doing challenges and all that, some people will lose weight faster than others. Some people will lose body fat faster than others. But if you do not concentrate on those non-scale victories and those little victories throughout the day, it's going to swallow you whole, and you can't compare yourself to everyone else. So give yourself time to slow down and think about all those little things, self-reflect the little changes, the fact that you're not tired going upstairs, that you are, walking a mile instead of, none. Those little things that you are progressively changing in your life. Focus on those.
Do you guys do that? Do you guys reflect on stuff that you do? Thumbs up,
Some
down?
days.
I
Some days.
had to, because before all this happened, I was a person who got up in the morning, wrote down what I was going to do, like the intention, and that totally got blown out of the water, and I started going a little crazy. And so now I make that time to sit and have a cup of coffee, and I have my little binder, and I'm like, okay, this is how many miles I'm going to run. I'm going to make sure I get 4 workouts in this week. And because I have to have those things to shoot for, because I was just like going, I mean, I had no structure. Nobody does.
Yeah.
And I wasn't running for like a week, and that's never good. That just puts me in a bad mood. And then now I'm getting back out there and doing it, and whoever put that article out that there's a corona stream or something, I don't like them, because everybody's like,
Oh, outside, like
by
running?
and they're going,
Yes.
I'm like, come on, man.
Yes.
Say hi.
Well, and it's weird because like when we go for walks or anything, and people are coming towards you, and so you guys are looking at each other. Okay, are they going to go in the street first, or do I go in the street first? Okay, should I walk here or around that car? It is.
I see this one guy, and he goes into the woods. I'm like,
That's not why he's going in there.
sometimes I take a shower.
Sometimes I take a shower. How about anyone else? One thing that we started at the beginning of this is I ordered bullet journals for all of us. And I don't know if you guys have ever journaled in general or heard of bullet journals. So we started bullet journals at the beginning of this process to kind of document what's going on, but we have a different topic every day. We do our plan in the morning. So 8:30 to 9 is plan time, breakfast time. And then we go forward and we do our topic in the morning and, whatever else, schoolwork, everything's crazy right now. But that has helped tremendously, I think, with the girls. And, JT draws pictures and does his thing. But with myself too, and I just use it in my planner, it is hard. And Luann, I can totally sympathize with you, because when you're so used to having, okay, I have to be here at this time, this time, and all throughout your day is so structured. And, with the kids, they just think they can do anything in any time span. They're perfectly fine at summer, whatever, but that's not the case. You're trying to keep routines. You're trying to keep going and doing things. And for all of you that are working at home, it's the same for you guys. Like, work's not stopping. You're still there, and you're still on a computer, and you're still having to go through the the motions of doing everything that you do for your jobs. So I totally sympathize with all of you guys. But do you guys journal? Any of you?
Used to.
Who's used to? Lori?
Me. Yeah, used to. Once in a while I'll get on a kick and then I fall off of it, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Chris, you were shaking no.
No. When am I gonna have time for that?
Oh, 5 minutes drinking a cup of coffee in the morning.
Yeah.
Coffee?
Nap out. What's that, right?
Coffee?
So we're going to go on to number 3, learning to deal with negative thoughts. So this is a huge one. We need to learn to deal with negative thoughts in a productive way rather than letting it defeat us. Because, and I know we are all guilty of that, not thinking we're good enough, or we're measuring up, you know, quick enough at what we're doing, or we're not doing enough for whether it's family, work, just all the hats that we wear every day on a continuous basis. And we have to start telling ourselves that we are good enough. And it's easier said than done. I get it. But instead of suppressing the negativity, accept the negative thoughts are simply thoughts with no inherent power. We make the choice if those negative thoughts are going to take over our life and we're going to give them power or we're not. Don't attach to them. Look at the same situation from a new angle and replace the negative thought with a new one that serves you well. So even if it's small, you know, like, okay, I weighed myself. I'm not the weight I want to be today, but hey, that shirt looks really good on me. It looks different than it did last week. Those little things that you can turn a negative situation into a positive situation are huge. Okay, you wake up, you're going crazy, getting the kids ready. You might yell a little bit, get a little frustrated, but at least we don't have Corona, right? You know, like there's always an upside to everything. And I just feel we get so consumed by negative thoughts and beating ourselves up that I'm here to say all of you guys are amazing and you're doing the best you can. But you guys have to, I can say it, but you guys have to believe it within yourself. And like I said, all these things take time. It's not going to be an overnight thing, but we just got to turn those negative thoughts into something that can serve us well rather than letting it defeat us on a daily basis. Okay? Do you guys want to talk about negativity and our thoughts that consume us?
So would that be kind of like, I haven't had a housekeeper in a month and a half, and I don't know how to clean, but I cleaned 2 bathrooms. So that's a silver lining?
Yes. Yes, Laura, that is a silver lining. You have 2 bathrooms that are clean, right? Yes. That is exactly what I'm talking about. Anyone else? Anyone else have a situation, like say today, that had negative thoughts that consumed you about something that happened today, that we can put a positive spin on it?
Something just pissed you off.
Yeah. What just irked you? Well, Tracy's laughing. I think she has something in there.
Tracy, what'd your daughter do?
Oh no, so I work from home every day anyway, and I service commercial real estate loans, and obviously with, you know, the impact to everything, it's having an adverse effect on the properties and whatnot. So we just have these borrowers that, you know, are calling in and demanding that we give them answers today and right now. And it's like, you know, I understand you're having an issue. We're all in this together and I'm doing the very best I can, but don't come at me with, I have to do this, I have to do this, I have to do this. So I don't know. It's just, I kind of try to sit back and see their vantage point of, you know, their tenants, if it's a multifamily, their tenants aren't paying, so therefore they can't pay their mortgage. They're worried about going into default. And just try to keep that mindset when I'm on the phone with them or whenever I'm emailing them to try to make sure that I'm coming across as sympathetic and not uncaring.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my challenge right now is just angry people.
So do you, when a situation like that happens on the phone, does it ruin your whole day? Are you able to regroup and say, okay, this is not going to give, I'm not going to give this power over my personality, over my attitude, and you move on?
Yeah, I might like talk to the wall or to the dogs for a few minutes and just like cuss these people out, and then I'm like, whatever, I gotta move on. So no, I don't really let negative, energy kind of overtake. It's frustrating when it's one call after another some days, and but we all have our struggles with all this right now, and that's what I have to remember is just because I'm not feeling a big like hit because I do work from home, so my day hasn't really changed. My kid's doing online classes, but she's pretty self-sufficient, so she can do her own thing. So I have to remind myself that other people, their world has been turned upside down.
Yeah.
And just remember to be sympathetic to that.
Yes. Anyone else want to share?
Come on.
I think I got consumed today completely in negativity. It was my off day for not working out. My body said take a break, so I did. But I should have had some active recovery. I think I needed the endorphins. Right now I need the endorphins. I need the sunshine. I need something. And between my kids and my work and the parents that weren't able to show up on Zoom, that I waited 20 minutes out of my time trying to keep my kids going forward, which they did not today. And here's the thing. They're not getting graded.
Yep.
They're not like, this is it. And they can't lose 6 months of education.
Yep.
One of my kids specifically can't lose 6 months. So I was consumed. I dealt with it in a not positive way. I wanted wine. And I made a peppermint tea instead in my favorite cup.
Oh, I love it.
And I'm going to try again tomorrow. And I'm just going to say, you know what? Okay, it is what it is. It won't carry over until tomorrow, but I'm done for tonight. I'm done. I'm not in a good place. So.
And that's all we can do. Like,
it's normal.
Yes. And
we're not perfect,
that's been a big thing that I've been telling myself is I'm going to do better tomorrow than I did today. And it goes in all different aspects. And we can love our kids, our spouses, whoever, as much as we can. It doesn't mean we don't love them. But when you're stuck inside a house day after day for now 4 weeks, for our household, 4 weeks, it's a lot. It's a lot. So, Lisa, right here with you. I have water bottle instead of vodka, I guess. Yes. Okay.
You don't know what's in this.
That's why you hide it in that little thermos. Oh, look at Will. It's like, oh. He knows. Okay, so number 4, don't listen to haters. And it's funny because when you hear that, don't listen to haters, I always
don't believe haters, I would say.
Well, both. Because my big thing, when you play big, someone is bound to hate your ideas, your success, or your goals. So this is a big one on surrounding yourself with people that support you, who are positive, and build you up and want to make you be a better person and do better. If you're surrounding yourself with people that do not do that, then you really have to question what's going on. Is it you that you're just letting it happen and letting people take advantage of you or talk down to you or make you feel like crap? Or is it them and you just need to distance yourself? And it was funny, I read an article like 5 years ago, and it was I was having issues classifying my friendship at the time. And it was the best article because it had to do with friends for a reason, friends for a season, and friends for a lifetime. And being able to look at your group, your, what do we call it, Julie? Not your powwow, but your tribe, okay? Look at your tribe, break it down, and say, okay, Is this someone that I can see friends for a lifetime? That is my ride or die, that is there for me through whatever, no matter what it is, will be there. You know, if I had an emergency, I could I could call on the phone and they'd be there. Is it friends for a reason? I'm going through something right now. They're there, right now, but I don't see this going past, this situation. Or is it friends for a season? Go to the lake, you meet someone, you hang out, whatever. They're friends, like party friends, go out friends, but it's just for a season, and then life starts back up again, and you don't see them being in your life or fitting in your life in that way. So that article really made me think about my tribe and the people that I wanted in it, and it changes with each aspect of life. When I was in college, my tribe would have been different. When I was single out of college, my tribe was different. When I got married, different tribe, different reasons, different friends. When I had kids, same thing. Because you find with each stage of life, your friends change unless you have those few friends that are friends for a lifetime, that are there with you through every stage of life and accept the changes, and you guys grow together rather than grow apart. So your tribe and the people you keep around you are huge, and they can build you up in tough days. They can make you smile when you need to laugh, when you need to, when you're upset, and they can make a big difference in just your day in general. When you talk to them, if you FaceTime with them. I saw, who was it? Someone the other day was doing a FaceTime happy hour with her girlfriends, and she posted it. And I thought that was the cutest thing, because she has a certain group of friends. They go to happy hour usually every Friday just to meet for an hour to catch up. And since they haven't been able to do it, they did it on FaceTime. Oh, it was Brandy that works out at our gym. She was doing her little happy hour FaceTime. And I loved it because those are probably friends that are friends for a lifetime. Some of them have been friends since college. And I thought that was a really cool idea. But it just makes all the difference in the world who you surround yourself with. So winners do not give their power away by allowing hate and external judgment to affect their ambitions or self-confidence. You cannot let the ideas of others, and even, I'm going to take it a step further, your own mind. You cannot sabotage yourself. So you can be your own hater, which is 10 times worse than the outside haters. So it's not only not listening to the people outside of your house, of your mind, of your tribe, but listening to your own self-doubt.
I think we all have that. We all have that, right? I mean,
Absolutely.
I find myself do that sometimes, just because one of my biggest weaknesses, like people always ask on interviews, like, what would you say? Like that one question, it was like, what's your weakness? And I think my weakness is being a perfectionist. I try to perfect everything, whether it's workouts, pairing the right exercise, whether it's doing some shit at the house or painting or fixing this, that, or whatever. And you just you perfect things, or you're folding clothes, and you're doing little things like that, and it slows you down. And sometimes it messes just with everything in general. And I think overall, it's just having that right mindset,
Anyone else want to talk about that? More so, like, even the haters kind of in our own head. Actually, Tony and Luann, we've had different conversations about this a little bit. Tony, in your stages of your transformation, you had some really up times, and then you had some down times that you were kind of self-doubting yourself and not thinking you were where you wanted to be. You want to share a little bit on that, on when you had those down times?
Well, my mindset has really changed from when I first started working out 4 years ago. By the time I started out at 58, and by 60, there was a whole transformation that came about, and I really kind of wanted to just be the best and keep moving forward. And you always told me, Amber, the physicalness is so easy to change, but the mindset is really is 10 times as hard to change your mindset. Between the shoulder surgeries and just things in general in life and aging, I've minimized how important working out and where it falls. I love working out. It starts my day off very well, and that alone puts me in a better mindset. I'm currently having some issues with both my knees, but rather than sit down there, and what I would have done, it would have been all or nothing. I would have stopped working while my blanket knee cooperating. I'm just modifying and saying, hey, I'm down here at 6, I'm down here at 6:30, I'm doing it. And when I leave the basement and I come upstairs through that workout and letting myself off the hook, for the most part, I feel much better. So my mindset, I'm not as tough on myself as I was 2 years ago before all this shoulder surgery and stuff and everything else going on in the world. It makes you reevaluate things internally, externally, what other people are going through. So, you know, that's helped a lot, rearranging the mindset. So I'm just really, I don't know if it sounds cornball, but it's like getting up in the morning and doing those exercises. I'm a different person coming up the stairs than I was going down the stairs. I'll always be an asshole. I'll always be angry and defensive. But at least I'm less of a, I don't know if I'm allowed to say that on here. I think that's part of the Tony charm, but Dan can definitely see the difference through working out almost every day. It has helped me. And my mindset, I'm not as tough on myself. Yes, I'll still look at the midsection. Things are coming down. I think we're all pretty hard on ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm sticking with it and not so critical. So it's taken a long time, Amber. You know, the physicalness didn't, but the mindset has definitely changed. So
awesome, Tony. I'm glad to hear it. Luann, did you want to talk about some of the stuff that you struggle with a little bit?
Well, I think I was one way for so long, and then once I started, you know, reaching goals and having major accomplishments, it almost like it wasn't actually me doing it because I was still the other person, and it takes a while for your brain to catch up with what you're doing physically, and I still, you know, struggle with that. And with this quarantine, honestly, I've been backtracking a little bit because I don't have the gym, and I don't have my gym people, and I don't have my Tracy and Kelly. I mean, we text, but I don't have the people, and I miss that.
yeah.
So yeah, so I had to reset.
How are you doing over there, Wade?
I had one. It actually hasn't been too bad. I had to kind of, one thing I talked to her about, because I mean, I'm on the phone with people from work and Skyping back and forth and things like that. So I still have that contact with like my friends at work. Everything. So I had to talk to her a little bit about, you know, she really started getting down about like, you know, why don't you just like FaceTime Tracy and Kelly? It's different. It's one thing to like to talk to people and text them. It's different to like face to face.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you know, like this, I mean, it's great. It's like I haven't, you know, seen Chris or Laura or these people in like a couple of weeks, and it's good to see them.
I know.
And, you know, we're talking about doing a virtual happy hour with everybody from work because we're, I mean, a pretty tight knit group. A lot of us started at the same time, and we go to lunch together every day. And so it's like, you know, you miss those connections.
Yeah.
Visual of, and yeah, being able to see James, you know, I mean, come on, that just makes my day right now.
Hey, guys.
And the fact you can't like throw a towel at him or like flip him off or something.
Yeah, you know, laugh at him when he like loses count and tells us it's over, and we still got, you know, like another set to go.
I blow the whistle prematurely.
Yeah.
It happens.
Does anyone else want to share?
Laura, how are you doing?
I'm doing okay. You know, you talk about your mindset, Tony. I think that's something that we all deal with on a daily cases. And for me, my mindset changes every day, it seems like, because I'm by myself.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're by yourself, you don't have anybody else to bounce ideas off. You can't, I mean, the cat runs when I start screaming. When I have my meltdowns, the cat's downstairs hiding somewhere. But it was like today I tried a new recipe and I ended up throwing the whole thing away because it was bad. And it made me so angry that I had to go for a walk. I couldn't even do the class tonight. I had to physically
Get out.
go outside and pound that sidewalk because I was angry. And so my mindset has changed because I'm still the fat little girl inside. And that fat little girl says, you can't sit here, you got to do something. But there's days that that fat little girl wins.
Yeah.
And it can be difficult. So you just kind of, I play mind games with myself. You can have that extra chip if you go walk 10 minutes or something. I mean, it's just, yeah, it's just been different. This has been rather different. I have found out that I'm a people person.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a hugger.
Well, you and I were just talking about that, about physical hugs are way different than just waving.
Yeah. Well, the air hugs don't do anything for me. Yeah.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Anyone else? Lori? Or?
That's a tough thing, though. The missing the people, and I didn't want to cut anybody off. And you know me, guys. I'm a huggy guy. I love the crowd that we have at Got 'em Fit. That's not a BS line. And I think we truly all do miss each other. There's just such a positive attitude and energy level that exists there. And I think it just bounces on. And being there for 4 years and seeing people come in after me that are sticking with it are truly inspirational. They're an inspiration to me, watching where they've come and stuck with it. And yeah, we're all going to have those positive and negative moments. I just think that's part of being a human being. And this dreaded virus is testing everyone's patience, financially, physically, emotionally, mentally. For you people who have kids, those kids were meant to go out and utilize that energy, and that's all trapped inside now. So that's really got to be tough for all of you. So
I actually found my stress level's gone up because I'm not at the gym. Like last few nights, I've been waking up like I haven't been sleeping well, and I'm like, and I admittedly took a few extra days off, haven't been working out, and I'm like, I gotta get back to working out. I burn off that negativity, that stress, and it's like it finally caught up to me. I'm like, man, and I couldn't believe it how much it's changed in the 2.5 years I've been at the gym, because it's like, I mean, just the physical part of it, but also just seeing everybody and just have that positive attitude. You know, I've also started to just take more time with, you know, normally when I first started working at home, I'd be like, oh, I'm just going to, you know, come down, eat really quick and go back to work. And now it's like, I try and sit with everybody and, you know, spend time with the kids and take like an hour. And we actually were talking that this is the most number of meals we've eaten together in probably years, because the kids don't have anything to do. I'm not coming home from work. I'm not running to the gym. We're not, you know, hurry up and do it. Because I mean, there have been nights where we eat at 4 different times.
Yeah.
And it's really, what's really going or helping us is just thinking about the positive side of it, right? I'm spending time with kids. I'm getting better at Fortnite with Will, you know, and, you know, eating, and I mean, just being able to spend time. We're finding like goofy shows to watch on like Netflix as a family.
Yes.
And we like we'll like go get Chick-fil-A, and then we sit in front of the TV and watch a silly baking show or whatever.
Oh, which inspired them to make a chocolate cake by themselves today.
How'd that go?
How'd your kitchen look after that one?
They cleaned up. They cleaned up.
They
It
did-
failed horribly.
See, Laura, you're not the only one.
I'm not the only one, no.
No.
I bet you they ate theirs. You couldn't even eat mine.
No, they didn't.
I didn't eat it.
They took a couple bites and they're like, nope. They went to their Easter
Doesn't
candy.
matter, chocolate or not, it's still not bad.
Yeah.
No. It was a no-go.
Funny. Okay, so moving on to number 5. When I say this word, I don't want you guys thinking it's hokey or anything, but meditate. Meditation. Does anyone meditate already or take time? Laura?
I do.
Lori?
I do.
Okay, so I'll be the first. When I heard meditate, I used to think that way. I used to think,
Buddha.
Yes,
Like this
like-
kind, I'm like, get out. I got time for this.
I have a picture. I'll have to post it. You should see JT started meditating, and he does cross his legs, and he does put both hands out and the fingers touched, and he does close his eyes and meditate.
I'm gonna stop that real
But
quick.
meditation, just a couple things about meditation. It helps calm your mind so you can become more aware of your thoughts and emotions. There are many different techniques and tools, but they all have the same goal: to help you to get to know yourself on a deeper level while also lowering your baseline of stress and anxiety. When I talk to people throughout the week, they're all over the board on, some say, oh, I don't feel very stressed, or I don't have that much anxiety. And when the first person told me that, I looked at her, I was like, really? Nothing? Like, you're perfectly fine? And she goes, well, and really started thinking about it. We all handle stress and anxiety different. Some of us are external and some of us are internal. And it's very easy to plaster on a nice smile on our face and pretend like we don't feel anything. I'm an internal, he's an external. We handle stress and stuff completely different. So,
There's some Tourette syndrome that goes on with me.
but
That's so surprising.
yes,
I'm an internal.
Just yell shit out.
you're an internal, Will.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Will.
But it's not necessarily healthy to be internal. I am a major internal person, and I will push stuff down and push stuff down, and then until one thing happens, and then I freaking blow up, and God help you if you're in my path. Like, just get away, you know? So I will say, and I'm not saying go out and buy an iWatch, but last year, I think it was on this little list of stuff we were going to work on, and we were supposed to take 10 minutes a day to be quiet and just meditate. We started it, and it really started helping. Then this year, I got this iWatch. Every time my heart rate goes up, it tells me to breathe. And it tries to slow me down. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, be honest. But I've been trying to at least stop and breathe twice a day. It's 1 minute, twice a day, and it vibrates when you're supposed to inhale, and then it stops when you're supposed to exhale. And focusing on just that 60 seconds of deep breath has made a huge difference for me. And I don't know, where you guys can fit it in, but if you guys can give yourself 2 separate times a day, whether it's morning and night, midday, when you're feeling anxious, just shut yourself in a room, whether it's a bathroom, something, and just breathe. Just try to empty your mind and deep, like, I'm not talking, just sit there normal, like, and let it out slow, just deep breath. I know it's, it has made a huge difference for me. And just slowing down your day and trying to collect yourself and trying to balance stress and anxiety is huge. And it's a leading killer in men and women is stress. So
And it could be any time during the day too.
Like I'm saying, I do 2 60 seconds. So that's 2 minutes a day. You have 24 hours in a day, and I'm just talking about 2 minutes. So even if you can give yourself 5 minutes or 10 minutes in the morning, like Luann, right now you have your system that you are waking up, you're writing in your journal and your planner, and you're drinking a cup of coffee. Just take that time to just breathe and recuperate and be ready to attack the day. Like, it's going to fit in different times of the day for different people. Do I start my day off that way? I try. But a lot of times I'll find myself going and sitting in the bathroom in the middle of my bed when I'm frustrated, and that's when I do it. Because it's a lot better me just taking those few minutes to meditate, just calm down, close my eyes, focus on my breathing and inside, rather than going outside that door and blowing up at everyone. Let's call it what it is.
So I mean, I'll do stuff like that where I'll deep breathe, or I'll go and I'll just blast the hell out of music in a car, or just wherever I'm at in the gym, like you guys know. Or don't make fun of me, but and it's not a bubble bath, but I'll take a shower and then I'll drop to a bath and I'll soak. All right, and I'll throw Epsom salt in my leg, especially with all these workouts because I've been sore as hell. But literally, that's like one eye. That's like my daughter's pounding on the door, like, "Dad, are you almost out of the bathroom?" I'm like, "No, leave me alone. We got 3 bathrooms here. Use the other one." Like, I'm just chilling, whether it's 10, 15 minutes, but that could be at 8 o'clock at night. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be, because I get up at 4 in the morning, 4:30 in the morning. Like it's hard to meditate for me that time because, or I'm walking around and I'm like walking into things. I'm still trying to get up. It's hard to even like think, you know what I mean? So everyone's going to have different variations of that. So, but just look at it and analyze your day and just try to get it in there somehow. And like I said, just create a routine with it and it'll help.
Those of you that said you meditate, what's your your routine and your system, and how do you take that time out of the day?
I usually do mine at night. I can't sleep ever. So to get to sleep, I do some mindful meditation. I use some apps just to relax. Try not to think of everything that I forgot during the day, which keeps me up at night. So it helps me that's my main issue.
Yeah.
But
no, I like
that's
that.
good. No, I've actually heard those apps work.
Uh-huh.
Someone was telling me about it. There's a couple of them I have to download.
some of them are crazy, but you got to find the right one. There's some pretty out there ones, but
yeah, it does the trick though. You got to go with it, right? Just stick with it. So it's good.
Okay, who else said they meditate?
I do, and I do mine in the shower in the morning. That's just a time for me to just be.
Uh-huh.
I just be, and that helps my day get better. And then yelling at the cat, yeah. That's a good thing for me too. Yeah. I used to do it at bedtime, but because I don't sleep either, but that just keeps my brain going. Because in the middle of meditation, I'm wanting to write things down. So that was just not a good time to do it. But it's the morning when I take my shower and I don't think about anything. It's going to be what it's going to be.
That's good.
And that's what it's supposed to be for. Like, don't have a pen and paper around. It's not to think about your day. It's literally just to think about nothing. To just focus on breathing, empty your mind, and think about nothing. Nothing that's stressing you out, that angers you. Just try to avoid those triggers. Anyone else? Chris, do you meditate?
I don't know if I'd call it meditation. There's a lot of stuff that's going on. And yeah, I stop and I think about it and how I have to get through to the next phase, but it's random and it's different times.
So what do you do?
Oh, I listen to music. I have a glass of wine, maybe. I try to think through what's going to happen in the next day or two that I've got to get through. There's still a lot going on with post-cancer, and right now I've got a father that fell and broke his tailbone during all this, and it's a crazy time, and less than a year into a new job, and you just don't know. And like this week, I've got Saturday, I went and gave blood for myself as a clean blood transfusion, and I have to go in this coming Saturday back into KU Med and get the blood put back in me. And I think about, what do I have to get done between now and then, and where do I have to be? And, I got to do it all by myself. There's not anybody waiting in the lobby for you. And so I think about it in the shower. I think about it. I've been bike riding a lot, even in the cold. I've ridden pretty much every day for the last week. That's kind of like a time for me to think about things.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
So Lori P.
Hey.
Hey.
never meditated before, so maybe I can get the app from the other Lori.
Give her the weird
Definitely.
one first.
Give her the weird one.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyone else?
Yeah, I think my issue just through all of this isn't really a lot of negative. Well, I guess it is negativity in a way, but I just find myself after being on the computer all day, and I'm used to meeting clients face to face all day, and I'm a total extrovert, is just finding myself shut down and lacking motivation.
Yeah.
You know, typical signs of depression, but I don't feel totally depressed. I just feel like tired, no motivation. My mind is exhausted by the end of the day. I try to break about 3 or 4 to at least do a 30-minute workout, at least every other day is what my goal is. I'd like to do more, but I find that I just get on these calls and I'm just like, ugh. So I think that's what I'm struggling with the most, is just finding the motivation.
Yeah. So
and I don't have anybody at home with me to motivate me. My husband's still going to work. My kid's working, done with school because he's a senior. So it's usually me and the dogs. And I'm going crazy with it. Try to get out as much as I can to walk those dogs, though.
Yeah.
So. But that's my biggest struggle, probably, is motivation.
It's hard not being around people, especially if you are an extrovert and you're used to that is a big part of your job. And seeing people on a daily basis, you get that human interaction that you long for, and then you go home and you're fine. But people telling us that we don't get that now and we can't have it, it changes things.
Yep.
Okay, so
one of the meditation, it's kind of meditation, but it's a mantra and it's more like faith-based or spiritual. But I came across it on Pinterest, and anytime I can feel myself escalating, which is a lot now with everyone here, but it's quiet my mind, steady my heart, I want to hear your voice. And I just repeat it over and over and over because I feel my heart start racing, all those signs of agitation and frustration and anger, all the physiological signs, and your mind starts racing. And for me, that's been super helpful because it gives me one focus point to keep going back, cyclical, and breathe and keep repeating it until I can physiologically feel my body coming back to a foundation. And I have used a couple of apps. One of them is Aura, A-U-R-A, and another one is Breathe. And it gives different types of meditations for different periods of time. And then it can give you, some of them are like you have to pay for part of the app. But it gives, if you're stressed, if you're not sleeping, if you're depressed, if you need, it gives you different categories that you can meditate on. Some of them are 3 minutes, some of them are 6 minutes, some of them are 10 minutes. But those are 2 apps in one mantra, if you will, that have been really helpful for me.
Now, are you able to go and be by yourself when you do it? Or do you just stand wherever you are and try to do it?
It depends. My kids find me wherever I am. There is nowhere I can go where they don't find me. So oftentimes when I'm in the thick of it, when those physiological responses start coming, is if I can catch myself right before I explode. It just happens at the kitchen table. It happens in the backyard when I'm mowing. It happens on the driveway or in the shower when someone's needing something for the 27th time. So I do try at nighttime. I find a better response for me for the apps, but the mantra is anytime, anywhere, any place, whenever you need it, as many times as you need it until you get your shit back together.
Oh, no, I totally can relate with all of that. So those were the top 5 things. Those were the 5 things I wanted to go over this week. And then we have 5 other things next week to add on to that. Do you guys have any questions or comments on, just mental mindset? Has it been something that everyone's struggled with at one time or another? Yes, no. I don't know if you guys can hear me. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anything? Nothing?
Yep, we can hear you.
All right. Anything to add? Anything you guys want to add to that? No?
I think it's just tricky for us when we're so used to like still trying to find that new norm.
Yeah.
And we can challenge each other in the gym, and like I still connect with Linda and Kay, my challenge partners, not as much as we want to anymore. But it's not the same. And finding that intrinsic motivation and that intrinsic positivity and that moment before you flip your lid is a lot harder in isolation and not having the norm. And so it's kind of hard. I've been thinking, you know, the other day I knew I was struggling with water. So I just posted, hey, who wants to challenge with me today?
Yeah.
We can't keep it up for a week, but just a mini challenge, a challenge for a day or a challenge for 2 days, I think would help keep my motivation up to know that someone else is doing it with me, and a little bit more of accountability, I guess. But that could just be me.
No, I love that. And that's the more active we are on that page with our, you know, our little God and Fit family, the better it's going to be. So I know I posted different times last week for that we could do different Zoom calls throughout the week. The highest were 7 o'clock. So the people that are on right now, does 7 work best for all of you guys as well? Nighttime?
Yeah.
Good for me.
So would you, do you feel one is good a week, or do you feel we should have 2 a week?
I'm comfortable with one.
You
I
would?
think
One's good.
I would hate to say too, because you guys have given so much to us already that I don't want you to forget about yourselves or your own family.
Well, that is very sweet of you, but we're on Zoom all day long anyways.
Yeah.
So
Don't think about that. I mean, the other thing too is that, you know, there's so many members we have, right?
Yeah.
And like so many people can get on at certain times. So we just want to have it open to everybody. I mean, we'll send out text messages and some people respond back, some people don't, you know. So like my whole thought is like, we don't want to bother people. We know everyone's dealing with other shit too, with other stuff at work or their kids. So just knowing, right, that the support is there, and do not, you know, hesitate to reach out to us. You're not bothering us. I mean, shit, if I wouldn't have got into this, if it was my passion, our passion, you know what I mean, to help you guys, right? And during this time is when you need us the most, right?
Yeah.
So like, I mean, I almost want to take it a step further and the page is great. I love it. And I don't want to clutter it with more stuff that like I'm thinking about doing. But like sometimes I think about doing like a Facebook Live of just shit that happens that day that maybe you guys can relate to it. Like something like vulnerable, like, you know, God, I just got the phone with this insurance company and it pissed me off. Like, or Tracy, you could be like, oh my God, I just dealt with that too. Or whatever. This lady, I want to strangle her through the phone. Like whatever. And you can relate. Maybe it brightens your day to just laugh about it because, hey, we just related to something that pissed us off, but we could laugh about it, you know? Or I'm talking like this and JT's punching me in the face. And I'm going, dude, like, go sit down and flush the toilet. You know, like other people that have kids, like, you know what I'm talking about. It's stuff like that that's just like, it gets you through the day, right? Because especially when you're battling this stuff together.
Yeah.
Well, and I think, like, Laura, whenever you posted the water challenge, my biggest thing is I don't have anyone here pushing me to get up in the morning. So I'm not hitting those 6 a.m. workouts. I've been trying to hit the 5 p.m. ones, but that's my lack of motivation is horrible. I mean, I work from home all the time, and my escape was going to the gym, was to get that people connection, to, you know, be around other people. And I have a part-time job as well, so I can get out and be around people. I'm an introvert, which is kind of funny. I'm okay by myself, but I still need that. When I would go to the gym, it was motivation. You know, James would be like, hey, good to see you. Anita would be like, hey, good to see you, you know. And so I'm not getting that here at home by myself. My kid's like, yeah, I'm sleeping. I'm not working out with you. No way, no how. So I'm trying really hard. So when I see you guys, like, I don't know who it was the other day, was like, you know, I'm really struggling. And I'm like, you know what? So am I. So I'm going to get back on this workout train with you, and I'm going to do my best. You know, I haven't worked out every day this week, but I worked out twice this week. So I think
The
for
other
me,
Lisa Davis.
Lisa
Yeah.
Davis.
yeah. So I think for me, seeing you guys post that stuff that I can relate to and that I can challenge myself is helping me. So, I'm sure it's helping others as well, but I kind of look at, I flip through the page and see what other people are posting. And if it's something that I can take something and use for myself or motivate myself, that's what I'm trying to do to hold myself accountable. Because I'll just tell you right now, I freaking suck at it. So.
Well, so what about accountability partners? So I know it's not face to face. If we tried to do that now, and just the people that wanted to be a part of it and be accountability partners, how do you guys feel about that?
I liked it when we did that. I unfortunately, I didn't really know my accountability partner. I mean, we're friends on Facebook now, and I still check in on her and still, hey, how you doing kind of thing. But yeah, I mean, that worked great for me.
Okay.
I can only speak for me.
Lisa, I know you have, Lisa Payne, I know you have yours. Lori, did you like having accountability partners? Lori Keenan?
Yeah, and we've still been checking in with each other, trying to get back in the groove. We both know we lacked motivation and trying to figure out what's going to work for us to kind of hold each other accountable, plus motivate each other. We've just been discussing that lately.
Lori P?
Yeah, same as Lori, because she's my partner. So
Oh, that's right.
That's why we're on here tonight. We're getting extra motivation.
Yay!
Yeah, when I saw that text come through, Lori, and like, hey, can we get that link for the? I'm like, oh, cool, I like it.
Yeah.
You guys are doing it together. It's awesome. It's great.
Yeah.
Okay, so I might look into that and post on the page people that are interested in needing accountability partners, and we'll try to pair you guys up so we can check in with people, make sure they're doing okay. Tony, Chris, Laura, are you wanting to be a part of that as well?
Sure.
Yes. Yeah.
Yay.
So,
Not Tony.
I will separate you two.
I think everybody kind of finds a niche when we get to the gym, and you're all bringing up different names of like who you like. It's not even like that you like to work out, but the bond has just happened, and so it's like you look and you see these people at stations, and they're those motivating people. It just happened. And for myself, I work out with Sully a lot, and I work out with Anita. So, shut up, Chris. And, when we had strength training on Saturday mornings, it was great having Laura join us. Laura, I'm so proud of you for doing that. And Chris and I love having you in our group for strength training. So the bond just happens. There's just a connection there. So yeah, it is nice having somebody. Definitely.
I think it would kind of be fun to have. I mean, I know we can't be super nutrition focused right now. It's too stressful. I mean, I would die. I wouldn't do it, period. But something simple like, hey, can you and your team show us 10 burpees? Who can drink? Not burpees. I was just joking. Not mountain climbers. Mountain climbers is what I meant to say.
Thank you.
The fake burpees that are burpees that you put your arms up. I don't know. Anyway, some kind of a theme based, like, hey, who's got the healthiest dessert tonight? Take a picture, share a recipe. Which team can come up with? I mean, and I can super help brainstorm something. Like, my accountability partners are there, and we are friends, and we're like all the people on the page, but without something behind that stirring it, a little bit of fire under our feet, like what the Loris are talking about. It's like,
yes.
Oh.
Yes. I loved how you and Kay meal prepped and shared meals. When you guys would post those pictures and stuff, that is like uniting, like a united front. And then when you guys couldn't touch each other the first week quarantine and dropping stuff off on doorsteps, I love that. And that's what I would love to see more of with everyone, because everyone is struggling during this time. Like I was telling him, there was some, after our first group call, I had to throw dinner together real fast in the Instapot. And I did like a chicken stir fry with veggies and chicken, and then put it over brown rice and stuff. And he was like, did you take pictures? Did you post it? Did you this, that? And I was like, it was like a 7-minute meal, fast. And I was like, yeah, I should have just posted that. It was easy. It was, so I still have a picture that I need to post. But it's very true. When we are in little binds or we're in this situation, I think I have cooked more like breakfast, lunch, dinner meals in this situation than I have in forever. Because kids are usually at school, we make their lunch, they go and stuff, but it would be nice to have more interaction within this challenge and this time to do stuff like that. And I like the team aspect of it. So maybe instead of accountability partners, we'll try to form teams and we can do stuff like that, which would be fun.
And if you guys can think of anything else that you would like to see from us, motivation wise, like let me know, or let us know. I mean, there's times I'm like, maybe I should do more live videos at random times during the day, just to get on there and you guys hear me, hear us, whatever. I mean, would you guys want to see something like that? I mean, I'm just trying to think of extra motivation.
One of the things that I found.
What's that?
What'd you say, Wade?
We need about 6 more workouts a day out of you.
Hey, pushing it.
3 a.m.
Massage me then, right? Quarantine and all? Computer massage?
Dude, we're already asking for foot massages every night. Come on.
I don't get them. Even my 4-year-old
We have a triple trainer on hands here.
One of the things I would ask James is I did the game changer from, I can't remember which day, but the first exercise you did, you were on the cube.
A box, yeah.
And you were doing hip thrusts, I think. Well, if we don't have a cube or anything, I need to figure out what to use, because I was standing there watching you do them because I couldn't lean on anything.
All right, so I can explain that better before I do it. But what I would say to you right now is like using a chair or a couch.
Okay,
hang out on the couch.
Chair went out underneath from me and I landed on the floor. No, that doesn't work.
Dude, why didn't you share that with us? That's funny shit.
That is funny.
And you didn't get hurt. But you didn't get hurt.
I did not get hurt, but I just felt really dumb.
Oh,
so, hey,
no. Do you have a bench or an ottoman?
No, not downstairs, I don't. But I can figure it out. I think what I'm trying to say too is I need to get on sooner to hear what you're doing.
Oh, the instructions.
Get myself set up. So sometimes your texts don't come through that you're on. So when I get on, you've already gone through that stuff.
Okay.
You can go on there if you started it.
But it doesn't ever come up right away on mine.
Because I don't get in. Usually by the time I get in, there's at least 8 people on ahead of me. And
I'm saying you guys can rewind it.
But I laugh that I'm just so far north I don't get anything because Anita's always first.
Yeah. She is.
She's like next door to the gym. She gets first.
She is pretty close to the gym. The Wi-Fi probably works.
Yeah. She's
but
outside the window watching you.
Yeah.
And my other thing was that I always like to know what the exercise is doing for my body.
What it's doing for your body?
You did
it's
that.
Making it hurt.
Plyo, hush. You did that plyo
crazy thing.
Jumping jack thing.
Oh, the plyo jack.
What the hell does that do for you? Besides, make you look silly.
Okay, so plyo.
Well, and it would help if we knew we needed a lot of space on the floor sometimes.
Yeah, I had to move the ironing board, the sewing machine, a whole thing before
I love hearing these struggles. I love it. Keep telling me more. Keep bitching. Keep complaining.
That's okay.
I see who took the day off Sunday because they hurt so bad.
Yeah. 60 plus workouts. Hold up. Come on. I'm grabbing 15s and stuff. I'm like, hopefully they don't know.
Oh, we can tell.
Hey,
You
just
know,
kidding.
mine fell apart on you the other day, so I can't make too much of a comment.
Oh man, that's all good. No, but yeah, Laura, to answer your questions, I'll try to put those. What I'll probably start doing is just start the live a little early. I think I did that on the first one, and just let it go so the Wi-Fi or others around can like get it quicker and jump on. So there might be like someone like Anita might be like, "Come on, hurry it up," but she might be waiting 2 or 3 minutes, you know, because
Don't you read Anita's comments?
Because you know, it's one of those things where that's the thing that's crazy right now is a lot of these videos, guys, that I'm doing. I'm filming it live on my laptop, but my cell phone is behind it, and I'm filming them all on my cell phone, and I'm uploading them all to YouTube. But the problem is like I can't put the Wi-Fi is not letting me upload. They're like taking so long to do because everybody and their mother's on the damn Wi-Fi, and when I come here to the house, it's like kids are on Netflix. This is on that. I'm like, oh my god, this is not even working. I'm like, what's? And then it's just buffering, and I'm just like, I'm going to bed or whatever. So.
Okay.
So what he's saying is, yes, he will try to explain what those muscle groups are.
I still want to know why the plyo.
Oh, that's a
jumping
heart rate.
jack.
That's a heart rate right there. It's jumping. It's legs and heart rate, like burpees.
Just
So if
makes
he's
you
doing
look
the jumping
funny.
stuff, it's cardio and
And if you
legs.
can't jump, you're squatting, right? I mean, that's a simple modification.
Upper squat.
Yep.
Okay.
Hey, speaking of burpees, I think Carl gets his 10K tomorrow morning. So hop on and
He better film
wish him
that.
well.
Yeah, absolutely. Awesome.
I told him I'd Zoom him and we could Zoom you live in, but
yes. Okay,
we'll
so
see.
what do you know what he's at right now, Lisa?
Well, he's gonna hit it like tomorrow, right?
He hits it tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He was gonna hit it today, but he said he was gonna take an extra day. So I told him I'd make for sure to get on tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Nice.
Awesome. Sweet.
He should do a live. I wonder if Heather will wake up and film him or do something.
Have him do it live in the group.
Yeah.
In the HQ page.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to I'm gonna reach out tonight on Facebook and see like hold the offer still I can Zoom with him and we can keep your workout on and do it together and then I can post it.
Yeah, just record it. Just hit the record on the Zoom.
He just posted on Facebook about a Zoom.
He's going to do a Zoom at 6 a.m. tomorrow for his last
he is
time.
going to?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did he invite any of us?
He put it on the Got Him Fit page, and then he tagged actually you and Tracy Anderson.
Did he put?
Did he send the link?
Yeah, he did. It's in the post.
It's out there.
Yes.
Sweet. Awesome. Game on, guys. Motivation.
Yeah.
Keep it coming. We all need it, right? We have highs and lows all day long. So just keep feeding it to each other. Cool.
And
let
don't
us
be
know.
afraid to reach
Sounds
out.
good.
If you're having a bad day, we're here. I'm sure one of us is having a bad day too.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, guys.
You guys have a wonderful evening.
You too.
You too.
Thanks.
Thank you.
See you next week.
Night, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Keep working hard. Yeah.
Good seeing you all.
See you later, guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
All right, Tony.
Later.
Bye.